Welcome to our journey into the wisdom of Vimana Sadakam, a collection of Telugu poems by Yogi Vimana. In this video, we'll explore the second poem, which teaches us about humility and self. By the end, you'll learn how to apply this timeless lesson to your life. Let's get started. Yogi Vimana was a 17th century Telugu poet and philosopher from Andhra Pradesh, known for his simple yet profound poems. His Satakam, or collection of 100 poems, uses everyday language to share moral lessons. Each poem ends with his signature "vis," meaning beloved of the universe. Listen, Vema. Today, we'll dive into his second poem. Let's hear the second poem. Anyuvagni chata nodikula manadu, kanchi mundatela karavagdu, kanda yada mandu, kanchi fiswa birma, finura fima. In English, this means, don't boast of your greatness in an unsuitable place. A mountain may look small in a mirror, but it's still a mountain. This teaches us humility. Don't overestimate yourself based on appearances, as they can be deceptive. The poem, written in Telugu, carries a profound message about the nature of humility and self-perception. It reminds us that our true worth is not determined by how we appear in different contexts or how others perceive us. Just as a mountain remains a mountain regardless of its reflection in a mirror, our inherent value and capabilities remain constant. Even when circumstances might make us appear smaller or less significant, Vimana's choice of imagery is particularly striking. The mountain, a symbol of strength, permanence, and grandeur, is contrasted with its reflection in a mirror, which can distort its size and majesty. This vivid analogy serves to illustrate how our perception of ourselves and others can be influenced by external factors, yet these perceptions do not change the fundamental truth of who we are. The first line of the poem, Anyuvagni chota nodikula manu, advises against boasting of one's greatness in inappropriate situations. This speaks to the importance of context and timing in how we present ourselves. It's a reminder that true greatness doesn't need constant proclamation. Rather, it reveals itself naturally through our actions and character. The second line, Kanch mundatela kodavagdu, further emphasizes that being in a lesser position or appearing small doesn't diminish one's true worth. This is a powerful message about maintaining self-respect and inner confidence, regardless of external circumstances or temporary setbacks. How can we apply this poem to our daily lives? Imagine you're starting a new job. The temptation might be to immediately boast about your skills and accomplishments, trying to impress your new colleagues and superiors. However, Vimana's wisdom suggests a different approach. Instead of loudly proclaiming your abilities, let your work speak for itself. Like the mountain in the mirror, your true value will shine through your actions, not your words. This lesson in humility is particularly relevant in our modern world, where social media and personal branding often encourage self-promotion. Vimana's poem reminds us that there is strength in quiet confidence and that our worth is undetermined by how loudly we proclaim it. Practice humility by listening and learning first, especially in new environments. This approach builds trust and respect, whether in school, work, or personal relationships. Consider a scenario where you're part of a team working on a challenging project. Instead of dominating discussions with assertions of your expertise, take time to understand the perspectives and skills of your teammates. By approaching the situation with humility, you create an atmosphere of collaboration and mutual respect. This not only allows you to learn from others, but also positions you to contribute more effectively to the team's success. In academic settings, this principle of humility can be equally powerful. When engaging class discussions or group projects, resist the urge to showcase all your knowledge at once. Instead, listen actively to your peers, ask thoughtful questions, and offer your insights in a way that builds upon the collective understanding of the group. This approach not only demonstrates true intellectual maturity, but also fosters a more inclusive and productive learning environment. Vimana's poems, like this one, are timeless because they use simple analogies, like a mountain and a mirror, to teach deep truths. In today's fast-paced world, humility keeps us grounded. It reminds us to stay open to growth and avoid judging others by appearances. Try reflecting on a time you acted humbly. How did it feel? Perhaps you admitted a mistake at work or acknowledged a colleague's superior idea. These moments of humility often lead to personal growth and stronger relationships. The wisdom in this poem extends beyond personal interactions to how we view ourselves in the larger context of the world. Just as the mountain doesn't cease to be a mountain when reflected in a small mirror. Our inherent worth and potential are not diminished by temporary circumstances or others' perceptions. This understanding can be a source of inner strength during challenging times, reminding us that our true self remains constant even when external factors might make us feel small or insignificant. Moreover, this poem teaches us to be cautious about judging others based on first impressions or limited interactions. Just as we wouldn't want to be underestimated based on a single encounter, we should extend the same courtesy to others. This mindset fosters empathy and openness in our relationships, allowing us to discover the hidden depths and strengths in those around us. In leadership roles, the lesson of this poem is particularly valuable. A humble leader understands that their position doesn't make them inherently superior to their team members. Instead, they recognize the unique strengths and contributions of each individual, creating an environment where everyone feels valued and empowered to contribute their best. This approach not only leads to more effective leadership, but also inspires loyalty and motivation among team members. The concept of humility as presented in Vamana's poem also aligns with many modern psychological theories about emotional intelligence and personal growth. Recognizing that our self-perception can be influenced by external factors, yet choosing to maintain a stable sense of self-worth is a key aspect of emotional maturity. It allows us to navigate both successes and failures with equanimity, maintaining our composure and continuing to grow regardless of circumstances. As we conclude our exploration of this profound poem, let's consider how we can actively incorporate its wisdom into our daily lives. Perhaps we can start each day with a moment of reflection, reminding ourselves of our inherent worth, while also acknowledging the value in others. We might practice active listening in our conversations, truly seeking to understand before being understood. In our professional lives, we can focus on continuous learning and improvement rather than constantly seeking validation or recognition. Remember, the true test of humility often comes in moments of success or recognition. It's easy to be humble when we're struggling, but maintaining that humility when we're at our peak is the real challenge. Vamana's poem serves as a timeless reminder that our true greatness lies not in how we appear to others or even to ourselves in fleeting moments, but in the consistent quality of our character and actions. You've learned the wisdom of Vamana's second poem. Stay humble, as appearances can deceive. Try applying this by practicing humility in a conversation this week. In the next lecture, we'll explore another Vamana poem on honesty. Share your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you next time.